Hello everyone and welcome back for episode number 28 of Rising Above Adversity AFC Bournemouth. Of course, in the previous episode we covered the 0-0 draw against Liverpool at Anfield, and since then things have been going really well. You can see we've only lost 2 games since the Liverpool match, a narrow 1-0 defeat against Arsenal, which of course I cannot complain about, and a narrow 1-0 defeat against Stoke as well. But apart from that, we've been excellent. Of course, there was a 0-0 draw against Southampton, but we beat Chelsea at home 1-0, Sami Khedira scoring in that. We beat Norwich 3-1, we beat Aston Villa 2-0, Wolves 2-0. So in the league, things have been fantastic so far. And also in the Capital One Cup, you can see we've made it to the quarterfinals. We just beat Man United a few days ago in the 4th round on penalties. But as I said, brilliant start to the season. The new players are settling well, and this is how the league table currently stands. So as you can see, 7th place going into this game we've got today against Manchester City. Just a few places behind them, in fact, only 4 points off Man City at the moment. So yeah, brilliant start. The start I would have hoped for, of course, in the last season was a very stressful, I would say, season for me. It didn't go the way I planned out, but defensively you can see we've tightened up a lot this year. We've only conceded 7 goals, and 4 of them was against West Brom in that first day of the season. So since I've changed to the system 4-3-3, it's really benefited us. We've been a lot more solid, and it's very pleasing to see that we're starting to improve defensively. But I'm actually going to bring you 2 games today. Of course, we've got Man City today, and I'm also going to bring you Everton, at home, who we have straight after the Man City game. So I'll bring you the lineup first for the game against City. So here is the lineup for the game against City. We've got Bardi in goal, back 4 of Debuchy, Lee Song-yong, Emmanuel Mamana and Ben Davis. In midfield we've got Sergej Sidorchuk, Nikosa Stankiu and Sami Khedira. We've got Joaquin Correa on the right, Munir on the left and Vieto up front. Just want to mention Lee Song-yong. Now, I've talked about him a lot, the young Korean centre-back who we signed. He is coming on absolutely brilliantly. Winston Reid's currently out of an injury, so I've chucked him in. You know, towards the back end of last year, I was giving him starts and he was doing well, so I'm trying to give him more game time this year. And look at the stats, he's only 19 years old. If defensively, he's already an absolute tank. I mean, his pace is a little bit worrying, but again, only 19 years old. Trying to work on his technicals, because I like my centre-backs to be, decent on the ball. They don't need to be fantastic ball-playing defenders, but I do like them to be comfortable on the ball. So I am working on getting his technical stats up a little bit. But, as I said, he's looking absolutely brilliant. Such an exciting young prospect, and we'll see how he does in the game against City today. A little injuries to talk to you about. As I said, Winston Reid's coming back from an injury. Gordino, he's currently out with a torn hamstring for a little while. We picked that up on international duty. Really frustrating, because in the games that he's played so far this season, his class has really shone through. Such a fantastically talented player. And it's disappointing that we can't have him in the team at the moment. But hopefully when he comes back, he continue the form that he showed at the start in the games that he's played so far. But here we are. Man City is the game for today, as you know. So let's get to the start of the game. Should also mention there is no Hervin Ongenda in the Manchester City squad. He's still in the under-21s, which is just incredible. They've paid 31 million for him, and it's a real shame that he's just been chucked into the under-21s. But on Football Manager, really, Manchester City's transfer policy will never fail to confuse me, really. It's just ridiculous how they deal with players, but maybe we will see Ongenda returning in future years. If he gets unhappy, we'll have to wait and see on that, as Jovetic has a shot and Volland comes in with the rebound, and 20 seconds in, Man City take the lead. That is not the start I was looking for. 1-0 City. That's going to be one of the fastest goals in Premier League history there. Wow, not much happened since the Man City goal, but Correa comes in with the free kick, levels things up. What an absolutely beautiful free kick from Joaquin Correa. Had a fantastic start to the season. He's levelled things up in this game against City. 1-1 coming towards the end of the first half now, just a few minutes to go. Again, no highlights since the Joaquin Correa goal. But you can see Sergej Sidorchuk, he's had a brilliant start to the season in that role just in front of the back four. he's been absolutely fantastic, mopping up any danger, and he's also very good on the ball as well. Really happy with the way he's started off. Of course, our record signing, but 1-1 so far in this game against City. Of course, a point against City would be a good result. They actually finished 7th last season after winning the league for 3 years in a row. So they'll be looking to bounce back. But let's get back into the second half, and hopefully we can take some points from this game. Throw-in coming in now. Debuchy plays it to Sidachuk. Stankyu's on the ball. Poor first touch. Allows Isco to get in a challenge, but we've regained possession. Joaquin Correa on the ball. He's not got options. He's found Vieto. Vieto with the strike. The powerful effort into the corner. Luciano Vieto, the new signing from Liverpool, puts us 2-1 up against City early on in the second half. Fantastic response after going a goal down. Let's go. Joaquin Correa dispossessed by Ricardo Rodriguez, and David Silva has got the ball. Debuchy trying to get a challenging good tackle by Stanku, but the ball will fall to Isco here. David Silva, again a fantastic challenge by Debuchy. Can we hit him on the counter? Joaquin Correa on the ball, tries to play it over the top for Vieto. Vieto's pace, very dangerous in behind, but on that occasion doesn't manage to find the ball. And City, with the abundance of fantastic attacking talent they've got, come forward with it. Isco's through on goal, and Isco levels things up in this thrilling game so far. An hour gone, and it's 2-2 at the goal stands. Great game for the neutral, but hopefully we can stay strong and pick up something from it. I'm actually going to make a change in the game now. 20 minutes to go, still 2-2. No highlights since the Isco goal. Sidachuk is struggling out there, but can I really take him off? That he's having a fantastic game, really helping us out defensively. I'm actually going to bring off Munir. He's not having too much of an influence going forward. We'll bring on Paul Georges and Tep, and we'll switch Joaquin Correa to an inside forward. Apart from that, of course, we've got Florent Thauvin as well. I forgot to mention he's back from injury. Of course, he had a broken ankle, the new signing from Rennes, but I'm not going to make any more changes, I don't think. Just trying to think. No, actually no. I'm gonna bring on some fresh legs. Nope. That's it. No more changes. That's it. I'm gonna leave it how it is. 20 minutes to go. 2-2. Please, let's get some points from this game. This will be a huge result. If we can get at least a point or even win the game, would be brilliant. Just under 10 minutes left in the game now. Keeping it really quiet in this one. Really no highlights in the second half. Apart from the 2 goals, there's been no chances. And that will probably be it as the clock ticks down. Just seconds to go. The full-time whistle goes. An excellent game. Ends 2-2. Good result, really. You can't say a 2-2 draw against City at home. You can't be disappointed with that. I'll tell the boys it wasn't our day. It was unlucky. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Good point, and we move on to the game against Everton. That leaves us in 5th place, actually, that point. Just 3 points behind Manchester United. Level 1 points with Chelsea. So far, as I said, so good. So let's move on to the game against Everton at home. One piece of news I forgot to bring you in. Now, it wasn't massive news, but I feel like I should let you know when a first-team player leaves the club, and that's Andrew Sermon. He's gone to Sunderland for £450,000. Gave us 2 good years in the first 2 years of the save, but in the last year he didn't get much game time, was complaining about that. So yeah, Andrew Sermon has gone to Sunderland in the Championship. Right, so here we are with the lineup for the game against Everton. Just one change from the 2-2 draw against Man City. I've decided to bring in Steve Cook for Lee Song-yong at the back, just to give us a little bit more experience. Winston Reid is back from injury, but he's not quite fit enough to play a part in the squad. Everton are just a place behind us in the league. We are currently 8th, they are 9th. We are just a point ahead of them, but a win at home against them would be very nice to continue our good start to the season. So here we are with the first highlight of the game. Nothing happening so far in it. We've been slightly better of the 2 sides in terms of the possession, but the shots have been even. But the ball's floated in by Ben Davis, and Vieto's unable to get there, but Correa with the effort, and Reina, who now plays for Everton very interestingly, scrambles back on his line to get that away, and it still remains 0-0, but a good start to the game. Hopefully we can continue that. So we are coming towards the end of the first half, just 1 minute added time. Again, very little chances for either side. You saw that one chance we had where Reina cleared the ball kind of off the line. But so far so good really. Hoping for a bit more in terms of our attacking in the second half. I'll tell the players I'm not pleased. I want to see more from them in the second half. Hopefully we can produce that, and we'll see what we can do in this second half against Everton. About 25 minutes left to go in the game, and like the first half, the second has been very quiet. So I'm going to make some changes, try and freshen up the game, and see if we can get something. Joaquin Correa is not having a great game after a good performance against City. So I'll bring on Entep, and can we bring on some fresh legs in midfield? No, Tovin is there, but he's not really able to play in centre of the park. I don't really want to bring on Ole Christian. So I might have to just leave it how it is. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it how it is. I'll bring on Entep, give us a little bit more on the right-hand side, more naturally able to play there. So we'll see. 25 minutes, guys, as I said, still 0-0. Really still hoping that we can get a goal in this one. It would be a fantastic win if we could. But let's get back into the game. Another highlight, just the second highlight of the game. Of course, we had one ourselves in the first half. The long-range effort there from the Everton midfielder. Cook does well to defend there. Can we break out? There's not too many men forward just yet, and Tep will have to kind of hold up the ball. But he gets past the man there. He's on the wing. Can he whip in a ball? He does. He gets past the man again. He plays it to Vieto. Vieto controls the ball. Gets his shot blocked, but it will remain with us. And Tep on the right hand side plays it back to Debuchy, and Tep again. Can he find another cross? It was a good ball the first time, but we seem to be just patiently probing, and that amounts to absolutely nothing. Ball launched forward by the goalkeeper Bardi there. Seamus Coleman, sorry, picks up the ball. Debuchy on it now. We're doing really well in terms defensively, as I said, mentioned earlier on in the episode. We've really improved defensively. Everton haven't yet to cause us any problems going forward, but going forward ourselves, we just haven't managed to kind of click in this one. But just under 20 minutes to go. Bezic on the ball, well defended by Sidachuk. Vieto's on it now, plays to Munir. Munir's got the space, and he really should be finished in that. Munir was in acres of space, had time to pick his spot, and he fires it straight at Reina, and even had 2 bites at the cherry. Disappointed with him there. Free kick for Entep. Entep, oh, so close. Reina with the save. Reina's made some big saves in this game for Everton. Really kept him in it. Mamana there from the corner. But yeah, Reina has really come big in Everton for this one. But Sidachuk comes in, and it's a tame effort into the palms of Reina. 10 minutes to go, just under. And you really should say, looking at the stats, that we probably would be a little bit disappointed not to have actually got 3 points from this one, as the clock goes into the final seconds. Hopefully Everton don't nick it late on here. Ball whipped in by Baines. Hemed nods it wide, and that should be that really. But again, looking at the stats, possession wise, we've been dominant. We've had a lot more shots than Everton, so I'll have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed. We had some really good chances. Well, you think of the Joaquin Correa chance in the first half. Munir really should have put us in front in the second half when he got through on goal. Had loads of space and just hit it straight at Pepe Reina. But, you know, still, we've made a good start to the season. That result leaves us in 7th place. Just 4 points off the top 4. Of course, I'm not dreaming of a top 4 finish this year, but we're up there. And that's what I said at the end of last season. I want to see us in the top half, in and around the European places this season. So I'll have a look at the fixtures now. Let's have a look at who we've got coming up next. So we've got Fulham, newly promoted Fulham in the league coming up next. I'll probably come back around this period here, where we've got Newcastle, QPR, Man United, Liverpool. I'll probably come back around this period here. But that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please do remember to leave it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. But for now, it's been the Halfback, and I will see you guys very soon.